Did you know that what you choose for breakfast can secretly harm your muscles and blood vessels, which are responsible for strength where it matters most? If you are over 60 and you notice a weakening of your erection, a drop in energy or numbness below the waist, the reason may not be age, but your morning diet. Most men do not even suspect that their breakfast either maintains normal blood circulation in the groin area or, on the contrary, gradually worsens it. Surprisingly, many ignore one simple product that can help change the situation for the better. My name is Dr. Marina Kayat, and I am a men's health specialist with over 30 years of experience in urology and treating age-related changes in potency. Over the years, I have helped thousands of men across the country who thought that intimacy was gradually fading away due to aging. However, what we have discovered gives much more hope. The truth is that the body is designed to restore blood flow to the lower body, but it needs the right resources to do so. And these resources are not in the form of pills or prescription drugs, but in 5 very simple and specific products that you already know about, but most likely have not thought about how to use them to influence male blood flow. In this video, I'll go into detail on exactly how to use these products. You'll learn how 5 easily accessible ingredients can increase blood flow to the area, strengthen your pelvic muscles, and boost your confidence without the risk of side effects. Stick with me until the end, because I'll reveal an unusual combination that helps men feel results in less than a week. Let's go. Before we get started, if you really want to get your energy back and improve your circulation where it matters most, be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on new tips created specifically for men over 60. If this video resonates with you, leave a 1 in the comments, if not, a 0. I read every message, and your feedback helps me create content that best suits your needs. So let's start with the first product, which is probably already in your refrigerator, but you haven't realized its true benefits for many years. It's a very simple and familiar product that, when consumed correctly, can increase blood flow and help muscle recovery where it matters most. We're talking about natural yogurt, a real force of nature for improving blood circulation in the lower body after 60. The number 1 ingredient is natural yogurt, which gets the blood flowing. I can't even count the number of men over 60 who have sat across from me, confused, embarrassed, and wondering why their lower body problems persist. Almost always, when I ask them about their diet, they shrugged their shoulders and said something like, "Doctor, I only drink coffee in the morning, and sometimes, if I remember, I'll have a piece of toast." Little do they know that at that age, the body desperately needs special substances immediately after waking up. One of the most powerful sources of them is a product that was always in their refrigerator, natural yogurt. Perhaps yogurt seems, it's a light snack, but let me explain. If you're over 60 and you're not eating plain yogurt regularly, you're missing out on one of nature's most powerful ways to restore blood flow and strength to your lower body. It's all about probiotics, proteins, and calcium. Probiotics reduce inflammation that can clog blood vessels, and proteins with calcium strengthen the pelvic floor muscles. These muscles are responsible for maintaining an erection, controlling urination, and maintaining balance throughout the day. With age, blood circulation worsens, and these muscles are the first to suffer. But if you feed them correctly, especially in the morning, the body responds. You feel stable, less cramps and numbness, and in intimate moments you feel confident, not because of the pills, but because the blood flows freely again. I remember a patient, Ivan, he was 65. He admitted that he had not seen a morning erection for more than 2 years. 4 weeks after he started eating plain yogurt with honey for breakfast, he called me and said incredulously, "Doctor, I woke up feeling like I was 40 again." That's the power of eating right at the right time. The second important ingredient is quinoa with almonds, a way to cleanse the arteries. Every time an elderly man comes to me complaining of poor circulation, weak erection, or a constant feeling of heaviness, I recommend adding this mixture to the diet. These products help improve the condition of blood vessels and support the cardiovascular system, returning lightness to the body and self-confidence. Proper nutrition is not just words, but the key to a quality life even with age. In the lower body, I ask not only about the medications people are taking, but also what they eat for breakfast. Very often, there is no breakfast at all, or it consists of a lot of sugar and simple carbohydrates. What I recommend instead seems too simple to matter, but trust me, a warm bowl of quinoa with almonds has changed more people's lives than you can imagine. Quinoa is a powerhouse for aging vessels, as it is rich in magnesium and fiber, which relax blood vessels and improve circulation. For men over 60, this circulation support isn't just good for you, it's vital. When you add almonds to the mix, something amazing happens. These nuts are loaded with healthy fats, vitamin E, and antioxidants. All of these nutrients help relax blood vessels, reduce inflammation, and allow blood to flow more smoothly and powerfully. Not only is this combination good for your heart, it directly impacts your ability to achieve and maintain a healthy erection. I remember a man named Robert, 69, who told me that after he retired, his body seemed to be failing. His energy was low, climbing stairs was difficult, and intimacy with his wife was a secondary concern. I convinced him to swap sugary cereal for quinoa with almonds, berries, and a dash of cinnamon. Within 2 weeks, his legs felt lighter, and within a month, he was sleeping better and waking up more alert. He noticed improvements in his daily life as well as in the bedroom. With a smile, he said, "Doctor, I didn't think a bowl of quinoa could do this, but the truth is, what you eat really does make a difference in how you feel. Your morning meal sets the tone for your circulation for the rest of the day, and this simple, warm, and mindful recipe tells your blood vessels to relax. It's time to nourish the muscles and nerves that help maintain your masculine well-being." If you're ready to take your circulatory system care to the next level, there is a fruit that acts almost like natural Viagra, but without the unnecessary side effects. Most men ignore it, but when used correctly, it works very quickly. Let me tell you what this fruit is. The third ingredient is pomegranate, known as the fruit for your personal life. I still remember the look on the face of my 63-year-old patient, Michael, when I recommended he start his morning with pomegranate. He laughed and said he thought it was just a trendy party snack. What he, like many other men, didn't realize, however, is that pomegranate is one of nature's most underrated remedies for improving blood flow, especially in key areas. The fruit is rich in polyphenols, antioxidants that boost levels of nitric oxide, a substance that dilates blood vessels and increases blood flow to the groin area. This is the same biological mechanism that popular drugs for fighting erectile dysfunction are aimed at. But now you support it with nutrition, not pharmacology. And the result will not take long to come. Some patients noticed increased sensitivity and increased morning erections just a week after including pomegranate in their diet. There is a special power in this when you allow the body to turn on its own internal resources. The body should do what it was designed to do without artificial pills and without side effects. Just pure support for blood circulation straight from your morning table. 2 weeks after starting, I got a call from Mikhail. He said, "I can't figure out if it's the pomegranate or just that I finally started eating breakfast. But something is definitely waking up down there." We both laughed, but he wasn't really imagining things. The polyphenols were working, dilating blood vessels and giving the lower body new energy and vitality. For best results, pomegranate should be consumed on an empty stomach or just before your main breakfast. A handful of seeds or 1 glass of natural juice is enough. Here's a tip. Choose fresh pomegranates or unsweetened juice to get the most benefit. If you've been looking for a natural way to feel more energized and refreshed in your lower body, pomegranate may be one of the easiest, most refreshing helpers you've been missing. But if you really want to stabilize your morning energy, restore balance, and get your lower body fully primed to start the day, then don't miss this next one. It's creamy, versatile, and with a little healthy fat. It's one of the most effective circulation-boosting breakfasts I've ever recommended. Moving on. The fourth ingredient that works is avocado with olive oil. Of all my tips, this one gets the most surprised reactions. Avocado? People ask me, how does it improve circulation? When you understand how the body functions in the first minutes after waking up, everything becomes clearer. The muscles, including the legs, pelvis, and even the reproductive system, are in a state of deep exhaustion after many hours without food. The blood vessels require nutrients, the muscles need energy, and the nervous system needs stability. A simple half of a ripe avocado with a little extra virgin olive oil can be the morning stabilizer your entire lower body is crying out for. Avocados are rich in monounsaturated fats, which help keep blood vessels elastic, and potassium, which regulates blood pressure. Adding olive oil, which is loaded with anti-inflammatory substances and antioxidants, gives our bodies everything they need to improve blood flow, properly transmit nerve impulses, and maintain nerve sensitivity, which can decrease with age. These nutrients promote muscle contraction, blood circulation, and a healthy nervous system, all of which are essential for male potency. I had a patient named Ivan who was 72 years old. He complained of heaviness and numbness in his legs with a nagging pain in his groin in the morning. He tried stretching, massage, and even prescription medications to no avail. I suggested he add half an avocado with olive oil and a glass of warm water to his breakfast. He thought it was too easy, but 3 days later he called and said, "Doctor, I don't know what's going on, but my legs feel lighter, and I don't have to lean on the nightstand to get up anymore." The importance of real food at the start of your day can no longer be ignored. Your body needs to be fed what it truly recognizes, what doesn't just eliminate symptoms, but restores internal balance from the inside out. Avocado may seem like a simple food, but when consumed in this way, it quietly and effectively improves circulation, normalizes metabolism, and energizes your every move. The fifth ingredient is blackberries, a real source of vitality. You have already learned about 4 products that help improve blood flow, increase strength and energy in the intimate area. Now it remains to consider the last important component, which is often overlooked, but is incredibly useful for the health of blood vessels and muscles. This is blackberries, small dark berries rich in anthocyanins. These antioxidants strengthen the walls of blood vessels and increase their elasticity. In addition, berries contain vitamin C and fiber, which reduces inflammation and maintains muscle tone. I had a patient named David, age 66, who started adding a handful of blackberries to his breakfast. Within 6 days, he noticed an increase in energy and improved sensitivity. He told me, "Doctor, I didn't think something so small could make such a big difference." For maximum benefit, add fresh or frozen berries to smoothies or have them with yogurt for breakfast. What should you do right now? If you've gotten this far, it means a lot. You're not just going with the flow. You care about your health. You're ready to take action. The stage of life when the body does what it wants is gradually replaced by a struggle. The good news is that now you have the tools to make changes. But the tools are useless if you don't use them. Real change begins the moment you decide to act, not put it off until tomorrow. Start small tomorrow morning. Promise yourself to eat one of the 5 foods we talked about. Maybe it's a bowl of natural yogurt with honey or a serving of quinoa with almonds and cinnamon. The important thing is not perfection, but the fact of action. What you eat in the first hour after waking up is one of the most important eating habits for your circulatory system, your self-confidence, and your independence. Don't skip breakfast. Don't wait until you're hungry, tired, or feel like the day is over, has already started badly. Give your body what it needs, when it needs support the most. At this moment, your blood vessels respond best. Your muscles are ready to accept nutrients, and you gradually break the vicious cycle of decline and restore what time tried to take away. At first, you may not notice any dramatic changes, but with consistency, after a few days, you will feel a surge of strength in your legs, more warmth in the groin area, a confident lightness in your gait, and better reaction where it matters. You will sleep better, and you will wake up with a feeling you have not experienced for a long time. Hope. If you are worried that you started too late, I can confidently say, it is never too late. I have seen men in their 60s and 70s who are able to change their lives thanks to such simple steps. People over 60 can dramatically improve their energy, intimacy, and overall vitality simply by making the decision to start each day with a conscious goal. The question is whether you are willing to take that first step tomorrow morning, or whether you would rather skip another day and hope that things will change on their own. The takeaway from years of working with men over 60 is that age doesn't take away your power. It only takes away what you are willing to let go of. More often than not, it's not your body, but your belief that change is possible. But I'm here to remind you that change is possible. You already know 5 powerful foods for the morning diet: natural yogurt, quinoa with almonds, pomegranate, avocado with olive oil, and blackberries. They help restore blood flow, improve sensitivity, support muscle function, and bring back to life those parts of the body that have long seemed distant. These are not fashion trends or empty promises, real food that works for your biology. You also know exactly when and how to eat these foods to get the maximum benefit. You understand that how you begin the first hour after waking up sets the tone for the rest of your day. Your vitality, your confidence, your sense of security, even your relationships. You don't have to completely change your life overnight. Just start tomorrow. Take control of your morning, let food serve you, and turn every bite into powerful evidence that you are continuing to write your story. It's not the end, it's the beginning. Not at all. Your new business starts with breakfast, and it all starts with your choice. What exactly you decide to take.